Good afternoon, folks. Planecaster, good afternoon, good evening. And despite everything I said on the channel earlier, we've ended up in our usual spot because the sun is not going to be a problem for us tonight, thankfully. We're just getting set up here, so bear with me. Absolutely caught on the hop by what was a somewhat fantastic climb for that EasyJet there. I'll just make another adjustment here. Sorry about that, folks. Always a bit fun at the first part when we've just set up. (737) next. Evening Simon, evening Love Aviation, Tyler, John, Riley, Tyler Hambling, hello to you, Simon Kirby, EasyJet A320 from Rome, 2 minutes out. Right, sorry for the delay. It is as usual the tech, which is somewhat challenging. So we've got this takeoff now and we can just see there an approaching one as well. Hopefully we'll be able to catch this one's takeoff angle. What's going on, folks? How's your day been? Lovely to be with you on a Wednesday evening. Somewhat blustery here at Bristol, more so than I was expecting. Take you back to the arrival. Got Paul here today helping out. Give us a wave, Paul. Look at that. He's in a good, easy visibility colour there as well. So that's where the sun is. We were worried it was going to be more, or less diffused than that tonight, but it's not too bad. Tidy little wind though up here, I'll tell you that. Mostly down the runway, I imagine, so not too bad from a piloting point of view, but you can see the effect on the tripod here. In fact, you've got a nice little bit of visibility of it there on the approach. And I gather you can hear it as well. Done. So I think, according to Simon, that is our Rome inbound with EasyJet. I think perhaps we may just have a little breather for a few moments to catch up. Let's just get the reg of that actually. playing a little bit of havoc with the tripod today, so bear with us, folks. There we are, Echo Zulu Tango Victor. Welcome to Planecaster on a blustery, even though we thought it was going to be a beautiful summer's evening, a blustery evening here at Feltham Common. Right, A319 from Paris Orly, 4 minutes out as well. Brilliant, thank you, Simon. And the Dreamliner is going to Cancun tomorrow. Is that? That's fantastic. Did I see the Dreamliner? It must be there somewhere. Right. So indeed, I can see the A319 Bristol, Paris Orly service that is on the way in a couple of minutes. The Faro takeoff is on its way now. The service we just saw there, the Sun Express to Antalya. And inbound 737 with Ryanair, currently at 13,000 feet, so we'll get to see that as well. Let's see if I can cut down this noise, folks. So, let's have a look now. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a bit better, isn't it? There's the other one now available for us to catch. Much more relaxed start normally, but we were straight into it today. Arrived at quite a busy airport, quite a busy period, which I suppose was our intention, but you're not going to find the gaps like we tend to do on the weekend days. Almost feels a little bit like winter up here again, which is not acceptable. We'll not be having that. Just like we always tell you, folks, the feed we are sending you is a little bit delayed. We do that on the request of the airport, so don't worry if you're matching up your stuff on Flight Rider and thinking it doesn't quite work. It's just we are a little bit delayed. It's intentional. We're doing it on purpose. Wow, this wind is most unexpected. Let's try and anchor in here with the camera a bit more. Sorry about this, folks. Presenting no challenges for that EasyJet pilot, however. Let's have a quick look at the sock while we've got a chance as well. Mostly down the runway, as you can see there. Right, so perhaps a slightly quiet spot. Let's just give you, as usual, let's get you the reg. A slightly quiet spot, and we can give you an idea of what to expect in the next hour or so. There's that registration from the Swiss version of EasyJet. A quick look around while we're here. So we have a 737-800 there. Bit of Jet 2, the EasyJet. Yeah, so Tyler and co. I think that EasyJet must be. Sorry, the TUI Dreamliner you speak about is clearly going to be an inbound and a straight outbound. It's not here at the minute. That's for sure. Those are arrivals now. Oh, departures. Oh, fantastic. Right. Okay. That's good. Let's bring you an idea of what we can expect to bring you this evening in terms of movements. Thank you, Simon. The Ryanair from Rezo, 10 minutes out. Let us bring up on your screen first of all the say the arrival board. Let's hope that works at this particular. Yeah, sorry folks, I can't bring that out. I just realised we don't update that data, so we'll have to yeah, we'll have to skip that. What we can do though is show you details of some of the flights as they arrive tonight and as they depart. Yeah, hi Bacon, how's it going? Nice to see you. So, one thing I'm very glad about is we used this sun predictor earlier to work out where the sun would be, and it's actually not bad. It's got it pretty spot on. My initial thought was we were going to be here and staring at the sun right there as the departures, as the arrivals loom from the sun, which would not make for great pictures, but hopefully these are reaching you in a pretty good condition. Little quiet spot for a second. Ryanair is over the channel at the moment. We'll be making its left turn. That's a 737-800. I'm sure the Ryanair pilots will be enjoying the slightly sporting conditions, even though the wind is coming straight down the runway. So if you're watching that, did you catch any other good streams earlier this morning? I think Planes were out of Manchester first thing this morning. They like their early starts, don't they? And then SDTV also were at SEN, Southend, which has recently welcomed back EasyJet for certainly one flight and now a second destination today. So Southend definitely doing quite well. That wind is blowing down my earphones. I tell you what, Simon, it may be blowing down your earphones, but I won't tell you where it's blowing here. It's absolutely shocking. Reminds me of those very cold winters up here. which is ridiculous really saying that, because I've only been doing it about 2 or 3 months, but there were some very cold days up here, it has to be said. So we're just waiting for a Ryanair to come onto approach. We'll bring that to you, and then as we enter the next hour, we're looking at quite a few more departures. Inbound Jet 2 from Tenerife South, TFS 737, of course, 5 minutes out. Did you, by the way, see the effects of my trip to the pub the other day? We put up some shorts. We're trying to come up with the best puns between music and aviation. I thought that Brian Air Adams was pretty impressive, and I also Swiss Aerosmith. I have to credit my wife for that. She did amazing with that one. Swiss Aerosmith. I mean, come on, that's fantastic. Okay, Ryanair's on approach now. Let's see if we can leave that like there. But we have had some other suggestions as well. I need to have a look at those. We'll be bringing you more of those. The more puns you can think of, please do bring them. I did write some down here actually, which probably doesn't make a lot of sense. This is my favourite. Okay, Sarah came out with this one as well. Jet 2 become 1. I am sorry. I'm easily amused. That's pretty good. Come on. Gabrielle, Dreamliners can come true? No. Here comes the Sunwing for the one that just went. My personal strong point, I thought, was Savage Garden, Tui Madly Deeply. That, I think I was doing all right with that one there. Anyway, coming to your favourite YouTube aviation channel soon, folks. Or possibly, if we keep doing this, it won't be your favourite aviation channel. Okay, right. So this is your inbound 737-800 from Reza. Cracking stuff, no messing around. Echo Foxtrot Oscar there. Trying to find the right balance of sound here, folks, which isn't going to blast your ears off. So you can at least hear some of the noise. Simon, so asking about the streams, I asked about the streams earlier. Simon watched Coningsby live this morning with the Coronation Jets practicing the flyover, and then Tikanook from Luton this afternoon. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to check that one out and get that added to our list. EasyJet A320 from Faro is 7 minutes out. Jet 2 Become 1 is a belter. Yeah, thank you for that. I thought that was pretty. Actually, I'm thanking you for it. That wasn't mine, was it? Sure. Well, what about Too Madly Deeply, Simon? Come on. Yeah, she probably wins with Jet 2 Become 1. Easier all round to let her have that one. So this is your Faro to Bristol service, Echo Zulu Tango Juliet's an A320 CEO. Sorry folks, try and do loads of things at once. Just see on the sock in the background there, it's swirling a little bit now. Well, I've just given you completely the wrong information. I've told you that was an EasyJet landing. It's not an EasyJet at all. It's 737. What's going on? I'm literally on a delay myself. I got it all wrong today. Blimey. How did that sneak in then? I had the wrong plane selected, didn't I? Blimey. Sorry folks. Like a Virgin Atlantic. Nice. Very nice indeed. Very nice. That is of course Jet 2 Tenerife to Bristol 737-800. The aforementioned plane that I spoke of is on approach now, Faro to Bristol, and that is an A320 CEO. My apologies folks, my apologies. Departure getting ready there as well. This is interesting because we've got one on approach. Okay, so we've got a short takeoff here. Wow. I mean, how is that possible? They can't have anything in it, surely. Pretty impressive when I see how high that is now above me on the common here. Very, very impressive. But there you go. Clearly not very heavy. I believe like butter is the expression. Absolutely beautiful. Sun making behind the cloud, making for quite a pretty scene at the airport here. Look, let's not miss that registration for you though. TJ Tango Juliet A320 CEO. Let's leave you that scene for a second. Like a Virgin Atlantic, I like that, spinning around for all the prop lovers. Yeah, it's got it. That feels like it has to be done, doesn't it, Simon? What's going on, folks? Hope you're very well. You're live at Bristol Airport with Planecaster, if you can even hear me over this wind. Let's bring that down again. This is one of our sunset streams. We thought we'd see what it's like on a Wednesday evening and bring you some evening action. So nothing on approach at the moment, but we do have a few on the way. We've got a Barcelona inbound from Ryanair. That will be with us in 15 minutes or so, I would imagine. Definitely some departures to bring you soon, I would say. Based on our board here. Bristol to Madrid will be making its way up. In fact, I think it is making its way up to the runway now. That's that one. That's your Ryanair 737-800 service. That is your 1910 service, so that's about half hour late. I know we've seen a lot of air traffic control problems over the past few days. This may or may not be related. So the 737 you're going to see take off next, 13 years old. It's Echo India, Echo Kilo Romeo. Is also on the pushback. An Aer Lingus ATR. So looking at how many aircraft are here at the moment, I think we'll see quite a few departures in a row. Another EasyJet pushing back there, as you can see. So, on your screen, I believe it says 16 degrees Celsius. I can tell you categorically, that is not true. Unless I've become even more of a southern softie, it feels quite a lot cooler than that. Okay, Ryanair departure now though. To Madrid. Trying to avoid touching this tripod if I can, because the wind is transmitting through me, I think. dare I hazard a guess that the Ryanair is off to climates a little bit warmer in this and probably considerably less windy. And if it is windy, then we'll take the hot heat. So here's the little Loganair, isn't it, I believe? Going to assume though that that is just tracking back and is not going to take off in that direction. I guess we'll soon find out if we hear a racket. Yeah, there we are. Not hanging around though, is it? Let's have a look what's going on here then. Let's have a look what's going on for you. So the Loganair is not on the radar, so I can't tell you about that one. There's an ATR 72 making its way up the runway. Bristol to Malaga via EasyJet, or from EasyJet. Amsterdam service from EasyJet. That'll be a Neo, and that's what's on the scope so far. Plus we'll see this Loganair, but they're choosing not to broadcast their existence by the looks of things. I wonder if I've just got a second just to advertise our existence. So far, plus we'll see this Loganair. Oh look, it's me. It's magic. So the Amsterdam service from EasyJet to bring you now, and this looks like it'll be a Neo. Yes, Neo based with the Swiss airline, this one. Well, look at that. Obviously it isn't. It's just the tiny little jet that we saw making its way up there. Neo, as you can see, is behind it. Unfortunately, because of the angle and the unbelievable height of that takeoff, when it got above us, I can't bring that to you because of the angle of the camera and the way the tripod's set up and everything. Apologies. Now this one truly is a Neo. Loganair use transponders that don't triangulate properly until takeoff. Ah, yes, yes. And I think Simon Kirby's also put some more terrible songs puns on there. Fantastic, Simon. We're going to be milking these for weeks. Absolutely weeks, I tell you. Just a short delay for separation, I imagine. Mind you, I haven't said that one. The Loganair that's just taken off is practically via the moon. Waiting for the Neo to take off now to Amsterdam. It's on the roll now. Very early liftoff, must be super light, surely. Or is it just this keen wind, I wonder? There's another one as well. I can almost can't track. So if I leave that zoomed out there, you can see them up pretty high already. Inbound now though. Quite a few queuing to go as well. So this is Barcelona, 737-800 from Ryanair. This is FR3160. You know, the amount of times I've been to this airport and waited to pick people up in one of the laybys, which is your standard kind of operating procedure here at Bristol, isn't it? Because you don't want to pay the fee or clog up the airport until it's sort of time to go. This service, like this very service that I'm doing here, would have been so useful to me. So, this is dedicated to you if you're in a lay-by tonight on the A38, waiting for a loved one or a friend to come in on a plane and you're picking them up, then give us a shout. Let us know you're on the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. Pilot's just making light work of this evening. As you can see, more on their way for departure. Here at a pleasant evening at Bristol, but it is blustery and the wind is pretty nippy. It's definitely colder than I was expecting, and if the screen still says 15, 16 degrees, I wouldn't believe that. Don't trust it. There's your registration there, Echo India, Echo Kilo Tango. Nothing on approach at the moment, but we do have another takeoff now from EasyJet. Looks like a CEO, and this will be a Glasgow departure. Echo Zulu Golf Romeo A319. Just reading your comments, Simon. This is Captain Ryan Nair. Okay. Lovely. It's your departure to Glasgow. Right now, something smaller to Dublin, ATR 72 from Aer Lingus. This is Echo India Golf Papa Papa. Oh, and another brilliantly early takeoff. Lack speed, but it doesn't lack altitude, does it? Blimey. No time to hang around though. Inbound for you now. It's where air traffic control is on the no nonsense approach. You're inbound now. Oh dear me, there goes my microphone. Dead cat again. Your inbound now is coming from Lisbon. Just going to zoom out a little bit here, folks, so I can cover this microphone up, otherwise it will drive you mad with all the racket. These Rode wireless mics, so easy to knock the fluff off the end. Right, let's just try and get this one again for you. So yes, inbound from Lisbon, it's a A320 CEO. Echo Zulu, Papa Echo. Let me know if you've flown on any of these before. I, of course, am a nerd who writes quite a lot of these things down. I also strangely end up losing it though, so I can never, when it comes around to trying to compare when you go on another plane, I can't find the place that I stored the information. Beautiful images from Bristol Airport tonight. This is Planecaster. Thank you so much. If you are here, can you press the like and subscribe button, because you'd be doing me a great favour and helping us spread the word of the channel. Thank you. Almost like slow motion there, wasn't it? Nice little queue forming at the end of the runway for departure. We'll bring you all of those, don't worry. First of those departures will be to Edinburgh, which is a 319 Delta November is the registration, the EasyJet registration. And we'll just give you confirmation of the registration for this one as well before we catch that departure. There it is. Then up here, it's Delta November. Brilliant links between Scotland and Bristol, has to be said. Several services a day to Glasgow and Edinburgh. Inverness, actually, isn't it? There's one to Inverness, I think, from here. I caught Lewis at London plane spotting out with a pilot on an Alicante flight, being all Alicante, so I tried to catch people out wherever possible. Very good, very good. Okay, so my fluff has snapped off again, folks, so I'm sorry for the mic noise. We'll just catch this and I'll sort it out. What a bloody shambles here tonight, honestly. Departure for you in just a second. Let's see if we can sort this out before then. Damn. Right, come on now. Let's stay on there that time, please. This time, thank you. Next departure for you, Malaga service. This is one of the Swiss EasyJet base models, Oscar Echo Lima Quebec Foxtrot NJet videos. Good evening, and just seeing your message pop up. Good evening, welcome to you. And I will catch up, Simon, with your messages very, very shortly. Once the chaos is over. We're in ever decreasing light here, but hopefully you're still getting good pictures here from the airport. My monitor screen looks like it's just about coping with it at the moment. Time to dwell on that one just as it flies off into the distance. More departures heading up the runway now. Loosen that off a little bit. Right, let's catch up on the chat as quick as I can. So, Simon's been finding some absolutely fantastic things. Limp biscuits, brake stuff would be perfect for Ryanair landings. You can tell them that. That didn't come from me. Yeah, so we were talking about the inbound EasyJet. And the Ghost Logan Air from earlier is going to Aberdeen, so there's another connection I failed to mention. So the next departure is Alicante service. That's Tango Victor operating that one tonight. And we have a Cologne service going out with Ryanair 737, which looks like it's a 737 with winglets. Ah, there goes the dead cat again. This thing's a nightmare. It's flown off again. Right. Good job I've got spares. Okay. time. If anybody sees a dead cat on Feltham Common, it belongs to me. That's probably not an announcement I'll put up on a local board. Right, next departure for you. Imagine if it's going to be anywhere, it's blown that way, isn't it? What absolute pain. Probably turn up one random day. Ryanair just, sorry, the EasyJet just holding slightly short there by the looks of things. There we go. Perhaps they need a little bit more power to get up the hill. Just a reminder, we are broadcasting with a small delay tonight. Yes. Yes, Paul's just showing me some footage we took earlier of the, or that he took earlier of the propellers, where the propellers appear to actually not be moving because of the frame rates and the speed of the propellers. Amazing stuff. Paul's been filming some great shorts which you'll see up soon. Yeah, there we are. Look, there's the 737, TUI 737 with winglets. Looks like it's on its way somewhere soon. Yes, sorry, as I was saying earlier, we are broadcasting with a small delay, so if you're looking at flight radar and it doesn't tie up with what you're actually seeing on the pictures that we're sending you, and actually you'll notice it from the time in the corner there, we are broadcasting with a small delay. Don't worry, it's intentional, and we are doing so to improve work with the security request from the airport. Lucy Sharman, you can come more often. Blimey, why has this channel only got 317 subs? We're pretty new. Totally deserves more. Love seeing all these EasyJets 320s and 319s. Thank you, Lucy. Welcome to the channel. It's great to speak with you. Have heard EasyJet plan to retire all of the 319s by 2024. Does seem to be the direction of travel, doesn't it, with the larger planes as well. The Charles de Gaulle EasyJet service is over the channel now. We'll be seeing that one in about 4 or 5 minutes. And we have a departure now heading to Cologne, and this is your 737-800. I've dropped that one as well, look. Sorry about the mic noise, folks. We've got dead cats, but they're being blown off the end of the microphone. So, shows you how blustery it is up here today. Right, okay. Let's bring you this departure from Ryanair. And then we'll have the EasyJet landing after that, I imagine. Get that on there. No, it's just not staying on at the moment. I know just how annoying that noise is, the wind noise, folks, so I do apologise. Okay, let's get this though. Lucy Shum, prefer this channel to a certain one who streams from LHR, gets very excitable, but each to their own, I suppose. I couldn't possibly comment. Elastic band then, onto the end of the mic. Do you know what, Simon? That's an absolutely cracking idea. Simon, are you an engineer by any chance? Because that is an engineer solution. Definitely need to do something like that, don't I? It's a real problem today. I'll do. If I put it that way, it may cut down the wind a little bit for some of the time. That flying off there now, me losing one of them, now makes me think there's a shop purely responsible, or a shop in their repertoire of inventory that sells dead cats. Like spare dead cats for your microphones. All we need is dead cats and some super glue. Won't come off then, will it? That's another engineered solution, Simon. So, sorry, Paul. The inbound service you're seeing now is a Charles de Gaulle. This is an A320 CEO, and this is coming in. Again, one of the aircraft based overseas. As it has the Oscar Echo registration. These landings all look amazingly gentle tonight, considering the amount of bluster that's coming down the runway at them. Another departure in the background there, ready to go. We'll be going shortly. We've had to turn all the mics down, otherwise you would hear the wonderful aircraft engine noise. Much better than you're currently hearing it tonight, folks. There's the overseas Swiss registration there for you. Another departure. Let's see, our departure now is off to Palma de Mallorca. This is an Airbus 319. Right, so I'll come to your chat messages in a minute. Let's grab this one. I can't believe on practically a summer's evening I'm actually seriously thinking of getting some hand warmers out. Shocking. Oh, there's some departures above us. Where are they gone? Don't know what that where that service is to. Anyway, No rabbits spotted tonight so far, folks, but if we do spot any, I will bring them to you. There was a glorious amount of them last week. Lovely evening here on Felton Common, as you can just see there if I zoom out. Looks like we have another inbound, which I'll check out for you now. The inbound is coming to you from nowhere. Oh yes, coming from Belfast, and this is a Learjet 45, so one of the little private service in here. Quite a bit of birds around at the moment. Not the greatest thing in the vicinity of a runway, but they're probably nowhere near the runway compared to where the planes are. You know what the angles are like with these things. Pretty cool though. Probably not too many more from us this evening, folks. The light is definitely starting to drop down a bit now. Just need for a little bit of manual focus there. Apologies. Tiny little thing, this obviously, compared to the your airliners, your Airbuses and 737s we've been bringing you. And of course we're looking down this runway, which is a fair length. It's not the longest runway in the world, but it's still fair length, so where we're looking out to here is quite a zoom, quite a task for the camera. Especially as we lose the light. Tippy toes there, fantastic though. Had just realised there I'd knocked the focus switch on the camera, so hoping that's a recent addition, because everything looks pretty sharp to me through the lenses here, through the lens. Right, let's have a look and see if we've got anything more to bring you this evening, folks.
That might be it for
yeah.
the next half an hour.
Looks like we've got one arrival, which will bring you as our last arrival. That will be here in about 5 minutes, and yeah, that looks like nothing too much. Nothing's on the departure scope at the moment. Maybe the Belfast takeoff we'll be able to get in, which is going to be pushing back. There we are, that's over there, look. So one of each. 2 kilometre runway, Simon Kirby says, so it's a decent zoom. Yeah, absolutely. Paul Sutton, thank you very much. Very kind words. Welcome to the stream. It is great to hear from you. If you are new to the stream tonight and you haven't already done so, please do press that subscribe and like button because it really, really helps. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Simon, for all your observations and keeping everybody up to date with the arrivals. Really appreciate that. So what are you talking about here, guys? The domestic route from Bristol to Newcastle, of course. Yeah, that's one I haven't flown yet. Would love to do that. Lucy Sharman, I was watching one of the old airlines on here last night. It was when EasyJet had the 737-500s with the phone number written down the side. Blimey, that's ages ago. That was like the 03 numbers, wasn't it? JetBlue going to fly over from JFK. Hold on. Well, let me just have a look. Yeah, I see where you're looking. I think I could... I don't know if that's the trail for it up there. I can show you the trail, but I can't show you the rest of it. It's a little bit clearer up here. Perhaps we'll catch it in a second. Keep it there for a minute. Yeah, so we'll have one arrival, one departure. Have you spotted it, have you? So good having a second spot here.
Yeah. It's much clearer there.
Yeah.
We'll get it as it comes across.
We're avidly looking, folks. Let me know if you see it, Simon. Simon, Paul, even. Thank you, Lucy. Really appreciate your kind comments there. Smash the like button and subscribe. Like it, I have subbed a while ago. Love the stream. Best one I've seen in a while. Really enjoyed it. So thank you. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind of you to say. And it's so good to know people are watching. That's brilliant. Unbelievable how they fly the 321 Neo transatlantic. Honestly, I can't get my words out because it's actually quite cold up here today. Well, does it still say 16 on the screen? No, yeah, it does. Honestly, I'm going to have to get that fixed. I need a new thermometer. Blimey. So, one arrival. Just about see it. According to my details, that's over Weston-super-Mare right now, to give you an idea. Paul is avidly looking for the transatlantic, but to no avail, I'm afraid. The skies just not lending themselves. So one landing, one takeoff for you. We won't be streaming at the weekend, unusually for us, just this weekend because of prior commitments, and also the day that we are free looks absolutely terrible weather-wise. So apologies for that, but we will be back. We'll be back the following week, and then every Friday from the 16th, I think it is, or the 18th, something like that, every Friday here at Bristol Airport, which I can't wait for. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to sort of catching Friday. I think it will be a different dynamic to the weekend. That inbound you're looking at now, the Edinburgh service, is now just gone over the M5 to give you an idea of the range of how far we are trying to zoom here. And actually not doing a very good job there, are we? There's only so much focus I can get out of that, I'm afraid, folks. Let's concentrate on that for a second. We are at Planecaster on Twitter if you'd like to follow us on there. We do try and signpost you to other live streams as well, because there's obviously so much great stuff out there from so many different people. So if you do follow us on Twitter, we will try and notify you of other live streams, obviously, as well as our own. At Planecaster on Instagram as well. Not doing too much on there, to be honest. And also we are on Facebook, and I can't remember the handle because I got it wrong when I signed up. I think it may be Planecaster 2023 or something like that. Simon says Friday the 19th. That is it, sir. Friday the 19th. That's our first Friday, and we will broadcast every Friday from that point. Probably at around 10:30 a.m. in the morning, something like that. But we will obviously plan it around the busy stuff. As soon as we get out of here, I'm off to buy a rubber band and some super glue. Keep me dead cats on. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I can just about hear a wind chime somewhere, or a noise that almost sounds like we're in a harbour, and the noise of the bells. We've got one departure to bring you, and that'll be it. I should just also point out, normally, and in most cases, you will see westerly arrivals here. Can you see the actual? Ah, right, okay. There is something going on up there, if anybody's tracking it. Just lost it in the, almost lost it in the cloud. Look. So, normally you'll see planes coming in from over my shoulder, which means we get a much better view of them landing normally. But the wind is the way it is at the minute, so we're on easterly 09 operations. Let us grab you the registration of that one there, though. And here comes our final departure of the evening to Belfast. This one is Echo Zulu Tango Juliet. Simon, do absolutely give a friend of yours a plug. No problem at all. Although with the delay between me seeing your message and me replying to you, you probably won't hear this until the stream's finished. So I must apologise. Right, final departure for you tonight. Here we are. Right. Might be pointed at one. This one up here. Oh, coming right at us? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't know if you're anybody's tracking that. Don't know what that one is. Anyway, folks, right. That is it for tonight. Let me just swing that round there. Look how cold I am. Honestly, look how cold I am. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It has been a pleasure bringing you a lovely little hour stream or so from the airport this evening. The intention was to bring you a sunset not quite able to bring you a sunset in that traditional sunsetty way, but you can see it got dark and the sky looked nice and all that sort of thing. And we had lots of arrivals and departures. Thank you ever so much for joining us. Please press like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I know I keep saying it, but it's really, really, really helpful. Thank you for all your lovely comments on the chat. Really appreciated. We will be back in just over a week, so not this weekend, but next weekend. If there's any opportunity to do another evening stream, maybe we'll try and get one of those in as well. But in the meantime, take care, enjoy your long weekend, enjoy the coronation, enjoy the bank holiday that comes with it, and have a great time till we see you next. Cheers, bye.